forgot to test the lighting. Does that look good to you? Hey guys, welcome back. We have another video for you tonight. I have another special guest. I dragged Dabi into the kitchen with me today so that I could teach him how to make one of my favorite meals. It involves bird, in case you didn't know. So tonight we're going to be making chicken ramen. It's pretty simple. Basically what you need is some noodles, some chicken broth, soy sauce, and an oil, preferably sesame oil, but I actually ran out because I eat this every single night. So I have some olive oil as a substitute. And then I have garlic and onion powder. And that's really all you need. And then you can add whatever toppings you want into your ramen. So we have chicken, eggs. So we have chicken, eggs, some seaweed, mushrooms, and green onion. And I also have salt and pepper. These are the noodles that I'm using. These aren't specifically for ramen. They're just like oriental style noodles that I got at my local Asian market. So those are the noodles that I like to use for my ramen because they're the best ones I can find access to be honest. So I have all of my pots and pans and whatnot heating behind me already. Dabi's, that's what he's doing. He's heating them up. So yeah, see, look at him go. So hot. So the first thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and get my chicken cooking because that's going to take the longest. I don't have to cook my eggs because I actually already pre-boiled these. So that's done with. Sorry guys, I figured that that's not something you'd want to watch. So I went ahead and did that off camera, actually yesterday. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take this really huge piece of chicken and only cook one because I'm pretty sure this is more than enough chicken for both of us. Yeah.
I could probably cook it way faster than this though, you know.
Well, anyways, because I'm lazy, I'm using the air fryer. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start the broth. For the recipe, you need water, soy sauce, chicken stock, garlic, sesame oil, and I'm using, like I said, olive oil instead. So these are the things that are needed for the broth. So I'm going to go ahead and start mixing that right now. You need two teaspoons of chicken stock. So you need about 1 1/4 cups of water. And I'm gonna put about 2 teaspoons. I'm not gonna measure it. That's probably more than 2 teaspoons. Then you need 2 to 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. Once again, not measuring, but you need about 2 to 3 tablespoons. And then you should taste it along the way to see if it's what you like. And then 1 teaspoon of sesame oil. I'm just using olive oil. And then I'm just using powdered seasonings because that's how I roll. I'm not measuring my seasonings. I'm just putting some in there. And then it's best to taste it as you go. You should rely on your taste a little more. Now I'm gonna go ahead and warm this up, and I'm gonna also put my noodles in and start sauteing my mushrooms all at the same time. To cook my mushrooms, I'm just gonna pour a little olive oil in the pan and put the mushrooms in there with some salt and pepper and some garlic and onion powder. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put my noodles in my already boiling pot. So I'll be right back. Alright, we are back. We have all of our ingredients cooking back there. The mushrooms are sauteing with the seasoning and the olive oil. For the noodles, I'm just following the instructions that were on the back of the packaging of the noodles that I purchased, which just said to put the noodles in boiling water and then strain them when they float to the top, and then to rinse them with cold water. Meanwhile, while everything else is cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and prepare my green onions and my seaweed. Do you like green onions?
A little bit.
This is pretty easy to do. Not a super difficult task. I opened that very poorly. Do you want some of this too? I'm not gonna cut this up as small.
Leave the noodles.
Yeah, I'll get them in a second. I'm just cutting it into smaller sheets like this. All right, I'm gonna go check on the chicken really quick because it's been a while since I've checked it at all. So I'll be right back again. All right, I flipped the chicken and I seasoned it with the same things I've been using, just salt, pepper, onion powder, and garlic powder. Pretty simple. You can season your chicken however you want. That's just how I've been seasoning all of this stuff because I feel like those things go good together. The noodles look like they are done, so I'm gonna go ahead and strain those and then rinse them with cool water so they don't stick together. My noodles are strained and rinsed. I'm just gonna set them off to the side now and also break things apparently. The next thing I'm gonna do is finish preparing my eggs. I'm just gonna go ahead and peel those since I already boiled them. All right, I'm gonna push my cutting board to the side because I don't want eggshells on the other ingredients. And I'm just gonna peel these eggs. Dabi wanted 2 eggs and I only wanted 1. So I'm gonna go ahead and peel 3 eggs. I decided that since I'm making Dabi help me, that will make him some food too. Me peeling an egg. Very poorly. It was so good and then it just wasn't. Alright you guys, well, all of our ingredients are prepared and ready to go. We're just waiting on the chicken now, so we will be right back as soon as that's done cooking. We'll be right back as soon as that's done cooking. Alright. Alright you guys, we are back and we're pretty sure the chicken is done. Make sure you check the temperature of anything that any meat that you cook. It's been resting for a while, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut it open. Don't go by the color of your meat either. It's best to check the temperature. Ignore what I'm doing. I'm gonna go ahead and slice this. Wow, it's really juicy, you guys. Look at this. Slice the chicken. Also, I cut the eggs in half off camera. All I did was literally just cut them in half. And now I'm gonna cut this down the other way. Literally don't copy me, you guys. I know how to cook properly, but this is mostly for entertainment. Speedy. Honestly, cooking ramen doesn't take that long if you know what you're doing. Gotta cut the heel. Right, now that our chicken is cooked, I have our bowls of noodles sitting right here. And we're gonna go ahead and put broth in and then put our toppings on. All right, we have our broth in our bowls now, and we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna have both of us add our own toppings so that we can add the amount that we like of everything. So there's some tongs, Dabi. Dabi's a lot pickier than I am, so.
Just slightly.
Mushrooms. Mushrooms were for me.
You wanted 1 egg, right?
Yeah. Nailed it like the TV show. Boom. Here's mine. I don't know if you can see it very well. I have some of everything. I'm gonna put salt on the top of mine too. I like my stuff salty. Dabi, you gotta try one of my mushrooms.
I will attempt.
So use the tongs.
I was like, just grab it.
Wow. I told you. Do you want some? I win. I told you I make good mushrooms, you guys. If you don't like mushrooms, try cooking them the way that I do. I don't know why, but it works. I don't like mushrooms any other way anymore.
Show mine instead of show mine.
Need a paper towel here. This is fine.
My ramen bowl is good.
All right, let's try this ramen. Struggle. The broth turned out really good even though we didn't taste it.
Do as we say, not as we do. Chicken's good too.
Oh my gosh.
That scared me. I almost dropped the chopstick.
All right. I think it turned out well. What do you think, Dabi?
I think it did as well. It's good.
And that's how you make our version of ramen. I did use I didn't really use a recipe. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't really use a recipe. So I don't have a recipe to share with you guys. But I will type the ingredients that I used below if I remember to. Thank you guys for watching, and I can't wait to see you next time.